It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. So Ben, does anybody ever tell you that you look like a famous celebrity or anything?
All the time. Oh,
all the time.
Well, I mean, it's just because of like my beard and my hair and like my eyes and everything. But it's stupid. It's stupid who people say I look like. They say they say I look like 90s John Stamos.
What?
Okay? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Should I propose right now?
I don't know. It's weird that they say that. I don't see it. But everyone says I look like Uncle Jesse. They say, where's your hog? And I say,
wow.
I don't ride a hog. I have a car.
I'm gonna get down on one knee right now.
Okay. Does anyone say you look like someone famous?
Well, I don't really know his name. Maybe he's been in like a few movies. JLO's husband. JLO, that guy.
Matt Damon.
No, maybe that's his name. He's from Boston. He was Batman. Some people think he's hot. I don't know.
It's definitely Matt Damon.
I think it's Ben Affleck.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but like I look just like him. I think it's some people think, but
Wow, the guy from Geely.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's turkey time. Gobble gobble.
That's hot.
It's very hot. Yeah,
very
yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
I'd love to go to Dunkin' with you.
Let's go. Hey, as I said, we can get out of here whenever you want. I'm going to leave here and go find Matt and Amber. I'm just going to go.
Anytime we can leave.
If they can quit the show so easily, we should be able to quit the podcast.
We talked about this last episode. Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me.
I think Love is Blind should be a prison. They shouldn't be able to quit. I thought that they had it locked down there.
In a way, isn't it a prison?
Well, I thought it was. Why are they?
Limited meals.
Well, I thought it
not
was
much outdoor time.
And now they're just able to go. I think they should show them try to leave and they hit like an invisible wall. You know, like an electric fence, and then they're like
in cabin in the woods or something.
Exactly. They're like, oh my God, it's a simulation or something like that. I think that would be very cool.
That's neat. I like that.
Yes. Well,
you've got quite the imagination, Max.
Thank you. I'm just hopeful.
That's very Ben Affleck of you.
That's what they say. I don't see it, of course.
No, but everyone else does.
Oh, everyone sees it all the time, So, Ben, I just want to welcome everybody to another episode of Reality Alert. I'm Max Geyser. This is Ben Overzet, and we are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Twitter. And now, for the first time in Reality Alert history, we are live on Instagram. Actually, I think we did this before like a little bit, but now it's like super official.
And a special hello to all of you watching on the Vision Pro while driving or while at the park. So we're happy to be here in your eyes.
Yes. Pretty soon we're going to have Vision Pros. It's going to be super sick.
Right. Exactly.
And the only way we can do that is if you subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/reality.
We're saving up.
We're saving up
for the Patreon
at Reality Alert. And you're going to want to because it's only $5 a month at the base level. And when you do, you will get our bonus episodes of Love Center when we recap the hottest and most serious moments and funniest moments of the week. We go through what's happening in Love is Blind universe on social media, and we forecast what we think is going to happen in the rest of the week. So you got to come join us at patreon.com/reality alert. And remember to leave us a voicemail this week at 1-804-BAD-BOYS so we can talk about us next week. That's 1-804-BAD-BOYS. Ben, the voicemails have already been coming in. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
So
Yeah,
don't miss out.
send in your comments, your questions. If you have relationship questions or want to talk about a specific thing that you saw in Love Is Blind that we haven't addressed on the show, anything and everything, we want to hear from you.
Yes, and don't forget to join us in these lives. It's going to be really fun stuff. So we're
Yes, we
very
can
excited.
see comments from Instagram. We can see comments from everywhere. So do not be shy.
Yes. Well, shall we start recapping these episodes? Ben, what do you think overall about what is happening? The vibe, the quality, the content. How are you feeling?
The love triangle stuff is fun to a certain degree, but overall, these last two episodes, few couples in there pretty boring. If I'm being honest,
we're the fun people. Everything is just sad. I don't need this.
There is a lot of sad stuff.
Yeah, were they just like, this is the sad season? It's reality TV.
Yeah. A lot of trauma dumping this season.
Yeah, I don't need this. This isn't why I escape to reality TV to watch a bunch of boring people have serious conversations.
Yeah, I escape to watch them get drunk and fight.
I empathize and I feel bad for them and I recognize their trauma, but I think, they could do this privately, not on TV, where I just watch them have boring conversations about what their ideal day would be. And then they talk about their trauma. Like, this is boring.
Yeah. Reality TV died with Jerry Springer. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say it like it is.
It's just sad. Well, let's get into it. We get to the men's quarters. Johnny is playing himself in chess. That's really a good representation of the action of this season. People playing chess with themselves.
Yeah. It's a Jersey thing.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we do. We sit in the park and play chess by ourselves while listening to Bruce Springsteen. Trevor says he's going to go... Trevor, we all know Trevor. He's one of the main characters of the season. Muscular guy, if you remember,
big boy,
and Jeremy, who we just meet. That's because I actually forgot who Trevor was for a second. I was going to make a joke about him not, but then I remembered. Oh yeah, he actually is one of the main characters of the season. Just outing myself there. It's been a long day, Ben. It's been a long day. They're talking about how Matt is secretive and they try to out who he's talking to, and Matt's like, that's not the point of this. Don't out who I'm talking to, because then he knows, the jig is up.
Yeah. No one can see my survey results.
I know. No one can see how two-timing I am. So we meet Jeremy. He says that he's a big personality. Do you think Jeremy is a big personality?
No, not at all.
Maybe he's
medium sized.
All right,
maybe.
Do you know the expression when somebody is like a blank 10 and like a New York 7 or something? Do you know that expression?
No.
Okay, it's like you move to some place with like a bunch of models, and then you move to Soho or something where all the models live, and so then you're lower, but then you move like outside of the city and then you're hot. Maybe in Charlotte he has a big personality, but then if he moved to somewhere else, he doesn't have
that East Coast elitism hasn't gone.
I know. I was
like, you moved out west, huh, Max?
Yeah, so you never heard that expression. You lived in New York. You never...
I try and stay away from people who talk like that for the most part. So yeah, no, I've never heard that expression.
You lived here for 8 years.
Yeah,
in New York.
I tried to stay away.
Well,
I stay grounded.
Somebody told him he had.
I don't like to rank people's looks. Not a very good look.
Speaking of our next segment, let's rank the looks of everybody on the show.
Okay, let's do it.
Starting with lips, butts, and stuff.
Yes. The big three.
The big three. Jeremy talks with Laura, and this is where he incorrectly guesses that she is Sarah. Now, based on what all of the other guys have been doing, I thought that he did this intentionally and was negging her.
isn't that what all the guys have been doing? Nagging? Or are they
Yeah,
just
so
dicks?
I thought that he intentionally did this, but then it seemed like he didn't. But I still think he
The way
intentionally.
I read it was he didn't. Like he wasn't like nagging her, I don't think.
Yeah, yeah. I initially thought that he was negging her, and then I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't think so. Not
Yeah.
from my point of view. It didn't seem like it.
And then they both diagnosed themselves with OCD because he has a huge neck and they both like to clean.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Look, guys, it's our jobs to diagnose people. Okay. We are the armchair psychologists here. Okay.
He's like a giraffe butler.
I think they have
big neck and likes to clean.
Yes. I'm going to diagnose these people with BPD, Ben, boring person disorder, because they bore me to death.
No, dude, he's not boring, dude. He has 2 robot vacuums.
Yeah, he has
And
2
those
Roombas.
2 robot vacuums both have Vision Pros.
So we go to the women's quarters, and she's very upset about the wrong name thing. You know, I don't think the negging is working. But Jeremy talks to Sarah Ann, and you know, we hear their plans about their date night. Super boring. Going to the brewery is super boring. And he says, "Who's
What
gonna
would be not super boring in terms of their potential life together?
I don't know if he was like, what if we went to outer space? That would be fun, Ben."
See, that is sick.
Yeah,
You're not wrong. That's really
so he
dope.
meant if he was like, what if we saved up enough money and we went into SpaceX or something?
What if we took the Titan down to see the Titanic?
Yeah. What if they had like it was like Lydia and Milton talking was more interesting this about rocks because it was fucking hilarious. Like it
Yeah.
was so
But
boring.
to be
It was-
fair, like rocks are cool. Like rocks are very cool.
It was so nerdy. It was funny. You know, it's
Yeah.
like interesting people with weird jobs. Like,
Speaking of rocks, I gotta say, you know, I don't think this, but a lot of people think that I look like The Rock. just based on my hair.
I'm not sure if I've ever said that to you, but I do. I think about it all the time. I
Yeah.
just thought it was so obvious.
Yes.
But I should speak my mind more often. I don't normally
should.
do that. I don't share my opinions. So I really should start speaking my mind. I need to do that.
Please.
Yes.
You're literally one of the least opinionated people I've ever met.
Yeah, I've never shared my opinion before.
Never.
He then he talks about who would move in with who, and I found this very interesting. So he could bring up that he has a 4-bedroom home.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, that makes sense because I have an apartment. But then Jeremy reveals that he's renting this 4-bedroom home.
Yes.
Why is he renting a 4-bedroom home? Is that so each of the Roombas can have their own room?
Yes. You called it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
You got to move in with me.
They each have a Vision Pro. They each have their own room, their own bed.
You got to move in with me. I have my own house.
He loves his little cumes.
That
That's
I
what he
rent.
calls them. He calls them his little cumes.
My little cumes. You got to move in with me.
So stupid. No, he said he's saving. He's renting now because he doesn't want to own a house until he has a bride to share it with.
Then why is he wasting money renting a 4-bedroom home when he's single?
I don't know. It's tough being a single parent to 2 cumes.
Where are the bodies buried? What is in that house? Red flag. As if being a man on the show wasn't enough, you know? Johnny and Amy, dude, we learned that Amy is a few months older than Johnny. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts, dude.
That is nuts.
It's like, dude, it's like the universe is saying something to them.
Twist of the season. These two, I am falling in love all over again with them every time they pop up on my screen.
Yes. And
then he wants to shoot hoops, but then she has an even better, more thrilling idea. What if we had more icebreaker question games?
I mean, this date just got spicy.
This gets really
Things
spicy.
are getting hot. It's not to quote Nancy here, but it's hot in here. So hot, we're gonna need some icebreakers.
My ovaries are dancing.
So we do get a little bit more about her brother, which makes her saying that he's her person a little more,
Right. Yeah.
a little more context.
Yeah, a
This
little
was
more
nice.
context to that. That was nice. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So it's a little more. Everything makes a little more sense.
Mhm.
What stood out to me here was just Johnny's honesty of being like, 2 weeks ago I would have just wrote you off, but thanks to this experiment, I have decided not to. Okay, good night.
I kind of thought you were just basic and boring.
No, but he's also like, this whole you having a brother thing that you might have to take care of. 2 weeks ago I would have said too much, but now that we're on TV,
Yeah,
I would look really bad if I wrote you off.
absolutely. he
So
was.
let's go for it.
There's a lot of that sort of television self-awareness in this episode because we get that a lot from Matthew too.
Well, Matt has all of America behind him, and we
Yeah,
are.
ooh, yeah.
Oh, I should have downloaded some like, national anthem stuff. We're Matt's army. We're all behind him.
He can borrow our rascal army.
Yes.
Mhm.
Heading over to the Mal Rattle said, "Glad to have you back, rascals. We're glad to be back. Thank you, Mal." We're in the women's quarters, and AD is talking to Alejandra, and she says I am not believing a word any of these men's mouths. She's mad, and she explains the whole Chelsea situation, but she hasn't talked to Chelsea yet. And then she starts talking about Clay, and I'm like, AD, you're still into Clay? I'm not surprised.
Did you mean Chelsea or did you mean Amber? You meant Amber, I think.
Amber, I said Chelsea. Sorry, it's hard. There's a lot going
There's
on.
so many love triangles. It's hard.
Dude, it's a love star.
Yes, it is a love star.
A lot of notes, a lot going on. Anyway, AD's also still into Clay, and I did like this little line from her.
That's a red flag for me, but I'm such a fix-a-hoe.
She wants to fix Clay.
Yes. This is the age-old thing where people think they can fix someone else in a relationship. It's a project, right? Where
Yes.
people like to have a little project to work on.
So when she's saying I'm such a fix-a-hoe, she's saying she wants to fix him because he's a hoe.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's how
so
I take it.
that's really good because
Yeah.
if we can get him to like Mexico, or I think last time I went to California, or like wherever they go,
Yeah,
that would be really great because he's going to be a hoe.
Malibu,
Malibu, wherever they go,
Santa Monica.
he will not be able to control his ego. He will not be able to control how suave he is.
Like he's already suave.
He's so suave. His ego, he can't control it, and he's going to be hitting on everyone, and she's going to be trying to fix him. The drama will be off the charts. AD
Yeah.
is serving.
Love it.
Yes.
Always.
AD goes and talks to Matt and calls him out on hearing the same thing. And he's like, oh, you're talking about Amber. He kind of owns it, but he twists it because he's very clever and says that
Very manipulative, right? I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
wow, you really flipped that fast.
I'm really sad that he's gone. He denied.
Oh, you know damn well he ain't gone.
Yeah, he better come
A
back.
character like that? Are you kidding me? He'll be back.
A
And at
character.
the very least, he'll be on Perfect Match. He
Oh
better.
my god. A
Could
character.
you
With,
imagine him on Perfect Match?
he'd be
Oh,
amazing. A character with all of America behind him. He has to
Yeah.
come back.
duh.
Matt, he twists, he does the whole fucking thing. He says he keeps thinking about you. And he's like, I know you want that moment, the show where we propose and we walk through the doors and the cameras. And it's like, wow, people don't usually reference the show. I know you were allowed to.
He does it a lot.
Yeah.
Production had maybe like ended up having to make a decision Like he's doing it so much. I say we just put some of it in
Yeah.
because he's doing it all the time. Like even when he first, I think in the first episode, he even mentioned when he first talked to AD, he was like, "I'm not here to be a C-list celebrity." So there you have like, it's that level of like self-awareness on the show that feels like sort of weird, you know. But then he's like, then he sort of flips it, like, "I'm not here to be a C-list celebrity," but then he's like, "America loves me."
Yeah.
It's like you're contradicting yourself a little here, dude.
Yeah. Whenever somebody says something on the show, just assume the opposite.
Yeah.
Alex Lake, our good friend Alex Lake from Circle Season 1 says, going on Love is Blind just to get a spot on Perfect Match seems like a good move.
It is a smart move.
Yes, it's like how people used to go on The Real World or other feeder shows for the challenge just to get on the challenge. So
Yeah.
getting on a primary Netflix show will now be just to get on Perfect Match, the most popular Netflix show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt says he's making his decision tomorrow because he's in control.
Yeah. He will be the decider.
Yes. Clay and AD. Clay apologizes. He said he manifested this persona because he was a nerd earlier. He's apologizing for, of course, asking for her specs, asking for how big
Yeah.
her lips are on a scale of small to big.
Yes. Fish to human.
Yes. Well, they're playing mini golf, and when she opens up about Matt, Clay does not like this.
Matt, oh, even Matthew. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my fucking god, Matthew! He totally changes my fucking voice.
Chucked his putter across the room.
Yeah, Matthew. This shakes him to his core.
I mean, it is Matthew.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I mean,
let's be fair here. Like, of all the guys, Matthew, he's the one you like. What is
yeah,
that
I'd be
thing
like,
about me that you
yeah,
like?
what
me?
is wrong with me?
That's
you like a
probably where the
psycho?
anger is coming from.
Yeah,
He's angry at himself for apparently having similar traits to Matthew.
so you're okay with the anger?
Why would you do that?
We forgive you, Clay.
Yes, I'm always okay with yelling and anger.
Well, at least it was a little bit of spice here, you know. We got a
Oh yeah,
little
it was
something.
good.
Yeah.
I liked him very speed walking around the couches. I thought that
Yeah,
was
carrying
fun.
a golf club, swinging around.
Hey, there's some good drama.
I wanted him to break
Yeah.
the golf club.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
What is that voice?
Oh my fucking god.
I need a Coors Light.
Yeah, it's the Coors Light accent.
What is this? A North Carolina thing doing the weird?
I need a fucking sunset and a Coors Light. Oh my
Good
fucking
cold
god.
Coors Light.
Oh my god! I need a Coors Light. He says
Oh.
he can't control his ego. It's his ego. He needs to access his id. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They should start doing like ayahuasca ceremonies in the pods. That way, like these people can really get deep down with their therapy and figure their shit out.
Yeah. When I said I need a twist, that's what I needed. I need them to be dripping balls in the pods.
Yeah. Vomiting everywhere. They've got their buckets with them. Yeah.
All right, we get to the women's quarters, and AD is crying, and it's like all the men I talked to today are making me cry, and yeah, they're trash. You should not accept any proposals, but
yeah. I mean,
but you will, and we thank you for it.
no, she's here for the experiment because she's seen it work before.
Yes,
She's seen it work.
yeah. People are having.
She just
babies.
wants that Calvin Klein shoot. Okay. She wants that underwear shoot so bad.
Yes, they posted a new one. It's so beautiful.
Oh, it's so hot.
It is so.
It's
so
hot in here.
Yes. And Amber and her finally start to talk, but it still starts off coy. Like I was still like, are they actually going to, really hash it out? I was a little concerned.
Yeah,
But-
it was a little awkward considering AD had never brought it up before, but then she just sort of casually drops it with Amber there.
Yeah, Amber seems really ready to go into battle, though.
What the actual fuck is wrong with men?
This is it. This is it.
I'm gonna live out my worst fears. Slay.
I was like, is she gonna break through the wall and
Yeah, she's gonna
stab him?
kill. Yeah. So,
I'm gonna live out my worst fears. Slay.
It just
so
sucks.
Han- that's like a Hans Zimmer sort of soundtrack behind her too. That's crazy.
Isn't it weird that we never see? Do we ever see Amber talk to Matt? Do we ever see them?
Never once. We haven't seen a single clip.
Why not? What's
I
happening?
don't know.
It's suspicious, right?
It's a little weird. Yeah.
Did something happen? I
Maybe
just
she's the producer.
I just don't understand why we would never see something from Amber and Matt. I don't understand why she would have this kind of thing and then we wouldn't see like a confrontation. That just seems, I don't know. It's very odd. The whole thing's
Yeah.
very odd.
Yeah. Maybe they're only doing icebreaker questions in there with each other. It's just
I'm
too
sad that
boring
my
to-
journal theory didn't work out because they showed that journal.
I know. Yet another conspiracy theory of Max's that plummets.
Dude, they focused on why would they include that journal shot? They wanted me to theorize.
It's the editor in you, Max. That's
I
what
know.
it is.
I know. Though that
can't
editor
help
included an Easter egg for me. So they continue to talk, and yeah, that is when she says
What the actual fuck is wrong with men?
a lot. There's a lot wrong with us.
Yeah.
We
a lot of
could
shit.
we could do a series. Maybe we could just
Yeah.
listen. We have over 250 episodes. Just listen to all. Just listen to
Oh
all.
yeah,
those.
just go listen through our catalog and you'll find out.
If you go to patreon.com/reality alert,
Give
there's
us-
even more about what's wrong with men.
Yeah, give us $5 and you'll find out what's wrong with men.
This is a pure example of the proof is in the pudding. Am I right?
Just a taste. This is just a taste.
Don't worry, Ben. We meet Brittany and Kenneth. They have a very sad and weird conversation.
Oh,
And-
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really that they both love God. They had parents pass away. Brittany says the outside world sees her as an alpha male, but she wants to be led.
I see. Okay.
I don't even know how to unpack.
So she's a sub and she wants a dom.
Yeah, but everybody sees her as a dom, so it's very
Yeah.
hard for her.
That's
But
tough.
she's not. What is it when you're both? You're like a switch. You're like a verse. What is it? I don't know.
So, yeah, something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
But
Um,
they're this couple here, Brittany and Kenneth, they are aggressively normal, and it bothers me. I don't like it.
They're gonna keep having babies until they have twins, though. Okay, they're gonna make it happen.
They gotta get those twins.
They're gonna
what
have to
happens
gonna
if
have
it's-
twins.
If is it gonna be okay if it's fraternal twins? What
No, it has
happens
to be
if it's
identical.
like? Do they have to have identical?
And if it's triplets or quadruplets or whatever, no,
Yeah,
it has to be twins.
they end up with octuplets, and they're
Yeah.
still like, no, this isn't good.
No.
Twins,
Yes.
because they want their kids to be in a Doublemint gum commercial. That's what it is.
Amy and Johnny, he tells her he loves her at sushi. Yeah.
Yeah. They're boring. They're boring me.
They're boring. Snooze. Yeah, listen to my favorite podcast today. All they did was talk about how my favorite show is boring.
See, Kim says I love Brittany and Kenneth. I agree. They're charming people. They're giving us nothing.
No, I mean, that's why they came into the show late, and when they had like 3 scenes.
It's like Brett and Tiffany all over again. It's like, yeah, these people seem like they're normal people.
I
And
think
it
it's not
bothers
gonna,
me.
they're very young. I don't know if it's really going to work out that well. Amy return. She says, "I love." Okay, Jimmy and Chelsea. Chelsea says she was bummed how that conversation went, where he was really weird and she cried, and he apologizes. They make up, and then this is very thrilling. Ben, we get more question cards.
Love them.
What is this? Ultimatum season 1? Heteronormative love? Like, what is this?
It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
They just talk about beaches, and she says she looks like MGK's wife
Yeah.
because everybody knows who Machine Gun Kelly is, but not Megan.
But not Megan Fox.
He is the more famous one.
I mean, at this point in their careers, you could maybe make an argument.
Yeah, maybe.
He hasn't done much
Maybe.
in a while, you know.
But like, come on.
Yeah.
She knows.
Did you see the way his eyes lit up though when she
dude?
It would have been funny if the second she said Megan Fox, he goes, "Will you marry me? Marry me.
Marry me.
I have the ring. Marry me."
I want one knee. But I just
Can
think
I
this is
see
in
you
her
now?
nature. We know that she's a bit of an actress, like Megan Fox. She's a bit of a liar.
Yeah, she likes to do blood ceremonies like Megan Fox.
She's a gaslighter, okay? Like Megan Fox.
Does
So-
Megan Fox gaslight? Is that a
I'm sure she does.
she gaslit a transformer in the movie?
She did. She
With a
did.
Molotov cocktail, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We know that Chelsea talks around things. She plays it cool. She plays it coy. She knows who Megan Fox is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And we know how exactly how Jimmy felt after hearing that she looks like Megan Fox. He's on top of the world. That reminds me of that Lyle Crocodile song by Shawn Mendes.
Yeah.
I'm on
Good
top
movie.
of the world tonight. Ba, ba, ba. Love that movie.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
When the dad
recap
comes in
that.
and the crocodile's like, "Oh," and then he's like, and then the crocodile's like, "Nice to meet you, I'm Lyle." And the guy's like, "A talking crocodile."
Is Javier Bardem in that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's his best
better
performance.
than No Country for Old Men.
Yeah,
performance,
he
in
should have won
my
the
opinion.
Oscar for Lyle Crocodile. Let's just recap Lyle Crocodile.
Dude, we
Okay.
should. I
In the
love it.
first scene,
I'm looking for any excuse to rewatch.
there's
that
a
movie.
magic show. And there's a little crocodile named Lyle. All right. Whatever. Jessica's choked up, blah, blah, blah. All right. Jessica and Jimmy. Jessica is crying about missing Autumn and then says, "Don't worry, I miss her, but I love talking to you." And Jimmy asks what Autumn's personality like. And then, Jessica just describes, what every parent describes their 10-year-old child like,
Yeah,
It's like a 10-year-old kid,
sassy, serving. and-
Serving. She's kind of a jerk.
She's a queen. She plays.
I stan my daughter. I have a fan account. And then I have a bunch of burners attacking other daughters. It's the whole thing at the school.
Oh,
I talk about adoption, having more kids, foster care. They're vibing, and Jessica, they're feeling it.
You like me, huh? Ooh.
I think
Ooh.
Jessica might be a Shane fan.
Ooh. You like me, huh? Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. It's a good sign.
Pretty good.
Who's come out? Whatever. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna pick Chelsea, but I don't know if Chelsea will pick him.
Who, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy's gonna pick Chelsea, I think.
Yeah. I think he's into Jessica.
She looks
but
like Megan Fox, dude.
yeah, she
You
doesn't
can compete with that,
and
dude.
she doesn't
Who
have a
can
10-year-old
compete?
child. He doesn't want the child.
Yeah. He's just leading her along.
Yeah.
Look, the second she said Megan Fox, it was over. It was over. Jessica should have come in with her own celebrity. She should have been like, well, I look like Princess Diana. And he would have been like,
Princess Diana.
with the crowd and everything.
Trevor and Chelsea, they talk about sleeping with the AC on it, 65 degrees, and a fan on, just like somebody else I know. But you have
but
three
it's
box
three
fans.
box fans.
I like the AC at 65 degrees on too. Finally, some thrilling conversation to be had on Love is Blind.
It's easier to sleep when it's more chilly.
Yeah, we need some cold sleeping.
Yep.
Wow.
Love that conversation.
Let's talk about weather. Let's talk about what the weather is like today.
Okay.
No. Chelsea can picture that he's a large man, and he's like, shit, the experiment is ruined. And then she realizes that he has a mullet. She might have X-ray vision.
Yeah, she guessed it.
We thought Matt was Superman, but I think Chelsea is Superwoman.
Could be. Yeah. He just had that mullet vibe, whatever
Yeah.
that vibe is.
Ben, Trevor asks a question in this scene that I think has never been asked on Love is Blind during or before filming before.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay mentally?
I don't think it's ever been asked before.
That's, and that should be question number one, right?
I
For
don't think-
everybody.
I don't think they've ever asked the contestants that before.
Well, the producers do. And then when the contestants say no, they say you're cast.
Oh, yeah, they
Great.
cast them. Yeah. Johnny proposes.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, I
Hmm?
was crying.
Does
I
the
was
jersey
bawling.
slide down onto his knee and he proposes.
Yes. I was I was crying the whole time. Yep.
Another normal, boring couple.
Yes. Enough. Why isn't
Over it.
anybody fun or funny?
Yeah. Where's Shane? Bring him
Where's
back.
Shane? Where's Cole? Where's somebody?
Johnny Bananas.
Yeah, where's Johnny Bananas? Where's Omarosa?
Oh, what I'd give to see Omarosa on the show.
Where's New York? Where's Flava Flav? So many fun people that could be on this show.
Now, Flava Flav, he might have trouble with remembering people's names coming in.
That would be the best part.
Gwen Stefani.
Matt and AD. Matt says he's going through it to AD because Amber left, and he says it's about him.
Yeah, I mean, he's the victim here, obviously.
He is. It's very hard for him. And AD says that she manipulated her reality. He does have superpowers, so that would make sense.
Yep.
Laura says the reveal for Flavor Flav would be priceless. Flavor Flav when he comes out. This is making sure that like probably like 50% of people would realize it was him. Some people would not know who Flavor Flav is, but a bunch of people would be like, "Am I talking to Flavor Flav?"
Yeah.
There's no way he could hide it
Yeah, you can't hide your voice.
because he'd be
like
coming
that.
and be like, "Yeah, boy."
I'm hearing all this ticking. Do you have like clocks around your neck?
He says that he's dated 15 women before. He said he was married to Bridget Nielsen. That's very interesting.
It's specific.
I feel like I've heard this life story before.
Oh yeah, this is the part where Matthew says he thinks all of America's on his side. I think he
'Cause we
thinks this is
are?
American Idol or something.
I like how he's like sniffling, and she asks him if he's crying or if he's sick, and he just ignores the question,
Yeah.
so he doesn't lie.
I think that was a little theater. I really do.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, yeah. He was
He's like,
playing.
no, I'm doing coke. That's why I'm sniffling. It's the third option. And then he says he doesn't like the way that she sounds today. It's her fault. She's
Yeah.
the wrong one.
She's an awful person for giving him a second chance.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then once she says she has a connection with someone else, he says he's done. He's sorry. And AD says, you sound devastated. Is it because Amber is gone? And he says, yeah, I feel like I broke someone's heart on national TV. And then I did the same thing yesterday. America's going to be watching. And I'm like, is this guy thinking he's going to pivot this to run for office?
Could be. Could be.
Could be.
You never know.
Wow. But AD, she's not feeling it.
Okay, bro.
I'm surprised she even gave him another meetup. I really am.
I think they probably forced her to.
Yeah.
She's way too nice, though. She really
is. I wish she'd respond to some of these things, but man, the amount of restraint she has.
She's always like, I'm sorry too. I'm like, why? No.
Yeah, don't be sorry. Come on.
Stop.
He's a turd.
Mhm.
Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay?
What was that?
That's her just going,
I'm
I had to ask myself if I'm okay now that Matthew is gone. I'm having a hard time. with
not
it.
okay with it. This is like
Yeah.
Shayna all over again.
I think America is in mourning with Matthew being gone from the show.
He better not be. He better
Amber
not.
and Matthew gone. It's a hard time.
I think he's taking a gamble in the hopes that he can have a Bliss-like situation where he's meeting up at a restaurant in Charlotte.
Well, Bliss's goals, so that makes sense. Okay, Bliss's goals. Being your second choice is goals.
That's right. And he doesn't want to be a C-list celebrity, but he does want all of America behind him.
Yes, Bliss's goals. Her and Zach travel, and then they make posts about airlines complaining about them all the
Mhm.
time. It's a very thrilling life. Yeah, Nicole says that editing department really made a mistake not showing Matthew talking to AD and then saying the same thing to Amber. I wanted to see it side by side at the same time and see if
Yeah.
like directly lined up.
Oh, that could have been fun.
So much fun to be had. Let us in the room. And then we'll do recap podcast criticizing ourselves. I really thought that he was going to come out into like a confessional and do the eye drops thing for the fake crying.
Oh man, I was hoping.
Yeah.
I do think we did do a Love is Blind bingo, which you can find on our Instagram page, Reality Alert Podcast. And we did a bingo drinking game, and one of the slots was fake tears. I think you can cross that.
Yeah,
off.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And we've hit a lot so far.
Yeah, we have.
We've hit so many.
If anyone has the updated number of ones we've hit, please do post it. And we
Yeah, I
will
really
read
hope we get a bingo.
Yes.
Matt then goes to men court and say he's done and he's gonna go get Amber. He's gonna go get her. He's the new Boston Rob. He's found his Amber, and this is what's gonna happen.
I mean, just look at her. She's
Yeah, look at her.
beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Okay, bro.
And that's the end of the
I
episode.
love quoting old school Survivor.
All right, Love is Blind season 6, episode 3. They're very happy to sorry, Amy and Johnny, they meet and it's a cliffhanger. All right, then we get to the next episode. They meet. They're very happy to see each other. What stood out to me was when they sit down and she she's very into these like dreams and wishes. And
Right. Yeah.
so her dad had a dream that he saw her kids and they had two of them. So the pressure's on. And they both had blondish, brownish hair. I wonder if he wished upon a star for them.
Could be.
Yeah.
It could be. Not a triangle. It's more of a star.
Yeah.
No, that was weird. That,
like-
like you said, the pressure's on now.
Okay.
If their kids don't have that hair, they're gonna have to give them up for adoption. I
Like,
think.
everything is
What?
fate with her. She's like, my grandma dreamed we'd have this parking spot. We found it. I'd be like, all right, can we just fucking go into Costco? Ugh.
I had this dream that we got a tax return for exactly $1,457.
I had a dream that we have to reupholster the couch. We really don't have the money for it. We have to. I had a dream about it. Please. I put in so much money because these dreams you're having. I just can't keep up. They're happy. I feel like it kind of is awkward at first, but then they kind of settle into it. I'm feeling okay about how they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean they're probably gonna get married. It's just
Yeah.
boring,
Yeah, I hope they don't.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
For their because I like them, so I hope they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. They seem like good
For their
people. I hope they don't get married.
Yeah, for their sake.
Yeah, they seem really nice. They should not get
They-
married in 4 weeks. That'd be really
No.
stupid.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we don't want that for them.
no.
But we do for Matt and whoever gets to be with Matt.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think about Laura's? Laura talks about some techniques she used to meet men. Now, the first one that she talks about is dropping things and asking guys to pick them up for her.
Yeah, that's never gonna work.
Yeah. Now, when
You
she-
think I'm gonna pick some crap up off the ground? No.
Yeah. Now, when she said dropping things, I thought she was doing like the bend and snap from Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Now that is it. I thought she was saying like I would drop things and show off my ass. Now that I was like, that is the technique. Be like, oops, I dropped this. Like like that would be hilarious.
part of the lips, butts, and stuff.
Yeah, lips, butts, and stuff. Show off your specs. This isn't Love Is Blind.
Right. Right.
But I'm gonna pick shit up for you.
But
I'd be
instead,
like,
it's now we have to do work. Now
Well,
the men have to do work.
also like, oops, I dropped this. Pick it up for me. I'd be like, what are you going to do to me as I'm picking it up for you? Are you gonna stab me? Are you gonna pick my pocket?
I'd
Are you
just be
gonna
like,
steal
is
me?
this a TikTok? Where's the person with the phone?
Oh yeah, I was in Trader Joe's and two kids. They were like nice young kids, and they were like, "Oh, can I show you a magic trick?" And I was just like, "I don't want to be recorded. Like, don't record me." That was the first thing I said.
Yeah.
But I said it more like politely than that, And then they were like, "Oh no, we're not recording. I just want to show you a magic trick." And I was like, "Oh, fine." And they showed me like a cool card trick, but I was like so aware of being like, "What are you gonna do to me?" Like,
Yeah. it's a
I know
thing.
you're gonna fucking film me. But they actually didn't. They just showed me a cool card trick. Like,
Was it sick? What
it was
the
really
trick?
cool. Like I love close up magic. It was cool. But I was like, why are you asking to show me magic in the middle of a Trader Joe's?
Max, I hate to tell you this, but you are currently on the front page of Reddit.
I know.
And it
like,
says loser loves magic trick.
yeah, loser thought it was cool that a 7-year-old showed him a magic trick. I was like, that's really neat. Follow your dreams.
Sorry to tell you.
Dude, remember going to the ninja restaurant we did close up magic? That was sick.
That was so sick.
That was so sick. Podcast listeners, don't you remember when we all went to the ninja
Yeah.
restaurant for my 29th birthday and there was close up magic?
Yes. We are children. We did indeed for Max's birthday go to a ninja restaurant where everyone was dressed as ninjas and they did close up magic for us.
And they would jump out and they would scare you. And the food was pretty good and they had a good drink deal. Okay.
We do themed birthday parties every year.
We actually just threw out the light up laser sword when we moved. It was really sad. It was
Oh
really sad.
no.
Yeah, it couldn't make the move. Kim says one of my fondest memories. All right. I totally lost my place in these notes. Okay. Oh, her other technique is where she just really intensely stare at the men. This is a good technique.
Yeah.
This one was really good. It doesn't matter how crazy you stare. Yeah.
You grind your teeth.
You're single, a woman, you're at a bar, a woman's really intensely staring at you. It's on.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
It's
It's a little scary though. It is also a little scary.
Yeah, that's hot, Ben. The scare, that's what's hot about it.
It's the fear.
The fear is that's hot. The crazy is hot. She goes crazy as possible.
I have had friends in the past where they have a type and the type is scary.
Yeah. Scary. That can work for a lot of guys. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you drinks in you and you're like, you're feeling weird, and then you get a girl across the bar and she's like, and you're like, okay, come, let's get it on.
She's like biting a raw chicken bone or something.
Like that. She's
She's
going
on a chain.
Yeah, she's going feral. She's dressed like she's in the Flintstones. It's like one of those things.
She's sniffing people's hands and legs. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, she's putting hieroglyphics on the wall of the bar and shit. It's sick. She should use that technique. We should DM her. Let's go feral. Guys are into that shit.
oh,
What the actual fuck is wrong with men?
Once again, 250 episodes. Patreon.com/reality alert. We'll tell you all
don't
about
judge
it.
us for our love of ninja restaurants, okay?
It's like ninjas.
God, unbelievable.
Maybe she should dress up like a ninja and scare men.
Yes, it would work.
Okay, so Clay is crying because he feels he's a good guy and puts up a lot of defense mechanisms, and he wants to be valued as a person.
It's weird. He's got quite the self-awareness, doesn't he? He's
Yes.
very very emotional guy, very sensitive guy.
But he just feels very manipulative to me.
You think he's so self-aware about his emotions that he's subconsciously using them to manipulate other people?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's both. I think he is a complicated person, but not
Yeah.
in like a negative way.
I think that's okay to say. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think when it comes to AD, like I do think she's right that he's a player, and I don't think that he is someone that you shouldn't get married in this format, but you really wouldn't get married to someone like him at this
I
stage
think
in his life.
if he's that reflective to or reactive, I mean, to the information that this other woman is dating another guy on a show where you date multiple people,
Yes.
then that shows an emotional immaturity. And he could probably use a little more time to figure some shit out about himself before getting back out there to be in a serious relationship.
He's reflective and basically saying that he needs therapy and that he hasn't done it.
Yeah.
He doesn't directly say that, but he's like, I haven't gone to therapy. When
Yeah.
you say I haven't gone to therapy, I feel like you're saying like, wow, maybe it would be good for me.
Yeah.
Well, maybe then you wouldn't want to enter a permanent relationship with somebody who hasn't done the work that they think that they need to do,
Right.
is what I see.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm not diagnosing him with? BPD, boring person disorder. I don't see that.
Not him.
Not
Johnny,
him.
maybe.
Yeah.
Kenneth and Brittany.
Jimmy. So Clay and AD, they talk. He says he thought about her all night and he apologizes for cursing, but he says he was triggered by just being shocked and feeling like he wasn't doing enough. AD says Matthew tested her and played her and she was vulnerable and Clay didn't meet her compassion. He continues to apologize. Clay says this has been a good process for him because he hasn't done therapy, but he says he's getting better and was crying this morning. Ben, the experiment is curing him.
They
He's
did it.
cured. He cried. He doesn't need to go to therapy.
Right. And neither does Matthew because he cried too.
Yeah, these guys don't need to go to therapy now. They just the experiment works. It fixes men.
Yep. You cry once and you're cured.
Yep, he's better.
Happy for him.
Yes. Clay says this is they talk about the journey they're going to take and that they always fight for each other and won't walk out on each other. So they're going to get married.
Yep.
Pretty much. Kenneth and Brittany have a paint and food date. They discuss that they're from different races. This is something that keeps being addressed. It doesn't seem like this is like looming, though. When it came up between Matthew and AD, when it seems like they might have gotten engaged, it seemed like it was going to be like a point of tension. This doesn't seem like it's going to be a point of tension between these two.
Yeah, and we talked about this in the first episode in terms of like what it was like with Lauren and Cameron, where it it was mentioned, but it wasn't in a way that it was going to be a huge.
Yeah, between Matt and AD, we were like, oh no, this is not. Yeah. She says she hopes he's not 5'4", and he says he is 5'4". But is he kidding or lying? Because I haven't seen him next to other people. But
I haven't seen him standing up once. He's always been sitting down. And
I saw him standing up during the proposal, and he didn't look 5'4" to me. But it's hard when
it was a low angle, though.
It's hard when you don't see him next to other people. He doesn't look 5'4" though, but maybe he is. He sounded serious about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think this could tear them apart.
I don't know if this is a mullet situation.
It would be very funny if during the reveal she was just like, I thought I could do it, but I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah. It hurts my neck to look down this.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I thought I was a good person, but
yes.
She is a wait until marriage to make love person. And he says he loves that because he wants God to bless them. Which is good because otherwise they would go straight to hell. So that's really good, but they're not going to do it. Yeah.
By the way, this comment from Nicole, the LIB producers, making sure we all see them eating this season. Yeah, a lot of food in these pods. It's everywhere.
Yes.
They're going to have like a buffet in these pods from now on.
Totally.
They come in and there's like a full-size turkey.
Lauren talks to Sunny and is like, I'm into Jeremy and I'm excited to see him today. And Sarah Ann has no idea she's into him too. So we have another love triangle going on here between Jeremy, Lauren, and Sarah Ann. So we really do have a lot of love triangles going on.
It really seems like Lauren though is going to be the one to come out because she's featured a lot more than Sarah Ann.
Yes. And we do get Lauren and Jeremy in this next scene where we find out that Jeremy has a sleep apnea machine, but I'm worried because he didn't bring it with him. I think that was a mistake. That's a long time to go without your CPAP mask. I don't wear one, but I think he should have brought it with him.
Yeah, he could die.
Yeah.
Right? Although I will say, I was listening to him talking about the sleep apnea and him saying that it's really, the machine is loud and everything. And I was like, that's some good noise though.
Yeah.
To drown out, that's like some good white noise I could put next to my box fans as a sleep apnea machine.
Yeah, I really like that. We should just get you one and you can just like have it not on your face, but just in the background.
Yeah, but just running.
Yeah.
Maybe like a big generator too I could get or something. I don't know.
I liked this scene because it was sleep apnea mask acceptance shown on television.
Yeah, finally.
It's it's such a pet peeve of mine that it's always like shown in like comedies and stuff that like there's an annoying person and then to heighten it they're like, and they have sleep apnea and have to wear this mask. And it's like they can't help it. They can't help that they have sleep apnea and have to wear a fucking mask. And her reaction is just like, oh, that's cute. You know,
They did do that on the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm with
exactly. They do it in everything. They're always like, and can you believe how annoying this person is? That they have sleep apnea? They're on so many shows.
Can
that
you
it's like-
believe these idiots need to breathe to live?
I know. I'm like, they can't fucking help it. But I get him not bringing it because I have to. I have TMJ and I have to sleep with like a mouth guard in.
Yeah.
And when me and Maria first started dating, I like wouldn't wear it and I wouldn't bring it with me. And then after, but it was just like a week, and then I was like, I have to bring my
Like,
mouth
what am I
guard.
doing?
Oh, my jaw hurts so much, and she was
Yeah.
like, "This doesn't affect me at all." And I was like, "Well, good, because I'm dying."
She doesn't open your mouth while you're asleep. And
I know. I
take a
don't know why.
flashlight and look inside.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why it mattered.
Well, he doesn't need that mask though, dude, because he's not even gonna be sleeping in Mexico, baby.
Oh yeah,
Gonna be up all night playing
Programming the
Baldur's Gate
Roombas.
3. Yeah.
He says that Lauren is his number one, and Sarah is in a similar boat, but she's the wild card.
You gotta have a wild card in there.
And we get a bunch of wild card things in this next scene.
It's a lot of Christmas talk.
A lot of yes. We get a lot of Christmas talk with him and Lauren. Yes.
Yes.
About their holiday plans and stuff. Yeah.
It's Christmas in February on Love Is Blind.
Yes, a lot of Christmas.
I liked how at first they were
though.
both like, I hate Christmas. And then the conversation switched by the end of it to where they were both like, I can't wait to have Christmas with you and our kids. And we're all making cookies and singing Christmas carols by the fire.
Dude, it was like the Grinch stole Christmas, Their hearts grew and
Except we got it all in like about 45 seconds.
it was
It's
so
great.
beautiful. I am so ready for Christmas now.
It's just around the corner. Start making your list. Make it now. Check it twice. Check it thrice.
But Jeremy and Sarah Ann, this is where things get very interesting. I think there were some red flags here. Some
you?
of them were red flags, maybe maybe Confederate red flags potentially could be there. Not sure. They could be. I don't know. I'm
surprised she didn't get cut out of this season.
yeah. All right, I'm just gonna say it now. If I was him, I would say, "Where were you on January 6th?" That's all I'm gonna say.
This was the lingering question last season. Yes.
All right. When somebody says, "I'm a huge patriot," you
Yes.
have to ask the question. Patriot is not a good thing to say.
Yeah. Now, let's say if like Bill Belichick had said it, it'd be a different thing.
Yeah, but that's a deal breaker too, because they're a Boston Patriots fan.
Yes. Yeah.
That's even
People don't-
worse, Ben.
People don't like the football team.
Yeah. So Sarah Ann she's worried about her Botox is slipping.
Yeah, that's a concern.
Yeah.
That's a real concern.
And she says she gets lip fillers because she loves taking pictures, and her husband has to be down with taking lots of pictures for her. So Jeremy would have to know that he's going to be her part-time photographer.
Yes. I mean, that is a dream scenario for an
Yes.
influencer is to be in a relationship with a photographer. Yeah.
Yes. He then asks how many Instagram followers she has, and she says 4,000, and he's aghast at that. And she's like, "But that's because I only have like 31,000 TikTok followers."
Yeah, just casually slides that
Just
out there.
casually, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But maybe he's into this because that could help him get more followers, which might be why he's on the show.
Folks, follow us on Instagram, Reality Alert Podcast, on TikTok, also Reality Alert Podcast, and on Twitter, or I guess they call it X now, Reality Alert _
So fun. And then it's interesting. The producers have always said in the pods, there is tons of political conversation.
They
But
don't show it too often.
we don't show it, which, I've always appreciated, because of course these conversations happen, but like it just kind of cuts things off. I don't really get why they showed this. Maybe these two do get together and this comes up a lot and it's
Could
unavoidable.
be. Yeah. I mean, we did have the precedent set a couple seasons ago with Bartice.
Yeah, with abortion.
And then there was the whole commotion last year with full-on couples, a couple of them, maybe more, being not shown, and it may or not be having to do with something politically.
That's true.
So who knows what the producers are thinking here with wanting to show some of that stuff earlier.
So you're saying she was definitely an insurrectionist.
Yeah. We're gonna find out at some point.
Oh, Mystery Fence asked, do we think Sarah Ann also allows one abortion hall pass like Bartice? Yeah, definitely. That's definitely what I was reading.
Just one.
Just one.
That's all you get.
Oh, Bartice.
Bartice is our shithead.
Yep. All right. Well, anything else about Sarah Ann?
A
A real treat.
I'd just mostly prefer not to talk about her.
Yep, that's what I would say. I think Mystery Friends really summed her right up. Kenneth tells Ariel that our best friend Ariel that he thinks Brittany has blonde hair. Do you think he's going to be disappointed when she's not blonde?
Yes, absolutely. If you have that in mind going in, and then you see brunette and you're like,
I hope it's like a sugar butt situation where it's like, I thought you were going to be blonde. You were talking like you were blonde and your hair was too brown.
I thought you were gonna have sugar on your butt. There's gonna be some regret.
What? Regret?
There's gonna be some people who are not into the other person. It's gonna be
Please.
plenty.
Oh, sugar.
Not I will say not Jesse though, because he is getting his Megan Fox after all.
Jesse.
Or what's his name?
Blow King Jimmy.
Jimmy.
The Blow King.
I still got Uncle Jesse on the mind.
Yeah, I was
It's
like,
Jesse and the Rippers, baby.
if only Uncle Jesse was on the show.
I wish.
Jessica tells Mackenzie, our girl Mackenzie, who we stan, that's my person. I've never heard that on the show before. What does that mean? And I love him so much. And in
It means it's
confessional,
her brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who it is. In confessional, she says, I want to have my babies, and then she wants to do a heel click. Ben, can you do a heel click?
Yeah.
I
sure. I can.
It reminds me of freshman year, a high school musical. I was in Gypsy, and they had me play the ass of the cow in a scene.
Did they
And-
really?
Yes. So I was like bent over as the ass of the cow. And they asked me to do.
Was your head the butt or was your butt the butt?
My butt was the butt. I was the ass
Okay.
of the cow.
Okay.
They asked me to do a double heel click as the ass of the cow. And I was like, I can't do a single heel click standing up. How am I going to do the fucking double heel click as either? Can you do a single heel click as the ass of the cow? I'm like, you want me to do a heel click bent over, you fucking idiots? Ridiculous, Ben. Ass of the cow heel click. Try it.
I'm sure the director just wasn't having any of that. They were like, you call yourself an actor and you're saying no to me?
She was threatened by my talent. Threatened by it. I had an audition for like a TV pilot, and so I missed a rehearsal, and then I came back, and she was like, and I was like telling people about it. She was like, Max, that's really cool and all, but you should really think about your commitment to the high school drama club. I was like, what is your problem?
Yeah. Now, please go back to being the cow's ass.
Yeah, you should really think about your commitment to being the cow's ass.
Yeah. When you
14
eat,
views.
drink, and sleep, you are that cow's ass.
Yeah, you should really think about your commitment to being the cow's ass. You should really decide between what your priorities are in this life.
I want you to really milk this role.
Yeah, you should really think about it. You shouldn't have gone to that audition. You should have been really focusing on being the cow's ass. So Jimmy and Jessica, they have this is exciting, a wine and charcuterie date. And Ben, what do they bring up here? They bring up
Love is wine.
Love is wine.
love is wine. And what do I have here today? Ooh, I have the Love is Wine Chardonnay from Cupcake Vineyards. This is not a sponsored. I just bought this at the local grocery store.
Love sponsoring all of these items. We love
We
advertising.
would take sponsorship though, but we thought, it's on the show. It came out. What if I taste tested it?
Yeah, you're gonna
Live.
you're gonna chug the whole thing.
I'm gonna chug the whole
Is
thing.
it chilled?
It is chilled. I put it in the fridge.
Okay.
It's still cold from Chardonnay. I have my gold goblet here,
Okay.
and I'm pouring it in as we speak.
This is great audio only podcasting.
Yeah, but I can describe the flavor.
There
you
you go.
know.
You
know?
better.
Okay, I'm.
I want to hear the
shaking it up in
gurgling and the
bowl.
swishing in your mouth.
I haven't tasted it yet. Okay.
Yeah. Hints of blind, hints of love. What do we have?
It's not
Mac-
bad for an $11
Okay.
bottle of wine. It's dry, a little oaky, and like no bite, and it's not great.
That's
Actually,
Juice.
it is a little juicy. It's actually not very. It's not very good. It's not
Wow.
good.
What a roller coaster.
I mean, it's so good. Please sponsor us.
What a roller coaster this was.
It's so
It's not
good.
bad. You know what? It's really not good.
It's amazing. It's not good. It's not good.
Maybe you have to chug it, then it gets better.
Maybe it'll open up more as I drink it.
Yeah. That's what
Maybe
wine
I'm just
people
waiting
say.
for it to open. Maybe I should have sniffed it before I drank it.
Probably.
The bottle is cool. All I can say is
Love is wine.
Love is wine.
love is wine, Ben. I want to marry you, Jimmy Juice, and have my babies. Oh my god, Autumn.
You know what? I'm gonna start making t-shirts that says I don't need to be in a relationship because I'm already in a relationship with my wine.
With my wine, Ben. That's original.
Those shirts already exist, I guarantee you.
Yeah, it definitely does. Ben, what's your social media following like?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say social security number.
Ben, what's your social security number like?
Well, there's numbers.
What's your social media following like? And I'm not talking about who follows you, apparently. Who do you follow?
I follow reality TV contestants because
Ooh,
it's my
that
job.
does not work for me because a lot of those are half
I
naked
will
women.
say, that is true. It's actually funny when I'm in public and I go onto the Reality Alert Instagram
Let's
account,
see.
and there will be you're scrolling through, and it's like all these reality influencers like showing off their butts and stuff, and everybody's
Lips, butts,
shirtless.
and stuff.
Butts and lips and stuff, and yeah, it's like people are like, "Oh, this guy is creeping over here."
Let's see who you're gonna have to unfollow. Francesca Ferrego. That's definitely one to be unfollowed.
No, we don't need to unfollow her.
Yeah.
She's really important. She's really important to the universe of Netflix, Max.
yeah. She helps us out a lot. We cover a lot of her shows.
No. She was on Perfect Match. It's canon. It's all canon.
What the actual fuck is wrong with men?
We don't need to unfollow her.
No, dude.
We have to keep up on the news and the gossip.
We need to follow these contestants. They really
we
help.
have to.
Yeah, this was very interesting. She doesn't want him to lust for anyone but her, but it's not insecurity. He can appreciate the female body, but if he thinks about anyone sexually,
Yes.
he's canceled.
Yes.
No
It's bet-
lusting.
like if they're at an R-rated movie and there's a sex scene on the TV on the screen, he better close his eyes. I tell you what.
I saw a video about that, about like a Twitter post, and this person was she like had her husband with her, and he like was covering his eyes.
No.
There was like a nude scene, and then his shoulder, he had his like head on his shoulder. And she was giving advice on like what to do during like nude scenes in our movies.
Oh God.
And then people were like, maybe it's sex addiction. And then all these OnlyFans like content creators were like, or maybe it's porn addiction. We're like, porn addiction does not exist, okay? But they were clearly all like OnlyFans creators, so they had like extreme bias.
My fundamentalist parents when I was a kid made me close my eyes during the Matrix Reloaded when Trinity and Neo were having sex.
Okay, but like, how old were you though?
I don't know.
Okay,
Probably like 11 or something,
All right,
10 or
well,
11.
but they
Yeah.
let you watch Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah.
That's sick.
For some reason, very okay with violence. Very
Well,
not
that
into
that
sex.
movie isn't that movie like kind of like allegorical.
Yeah, I mean all of them are.
That's the, I guess that's the connection.
Yeah.
It's very Christian, those movies.
He's Jesus. Neo. He's the one.
Yes. It's like the Chronicles of Narnia for a new
Yeah.
generation.
Some of the only books I was allowed to read as a child.
Just like those books, I missed the whole thing until it was explained to me. I was like, oh yeah, oh gee,
Oh,
okay.
Orion is Jesus.
Oh, I could see that. I just thought it was sick. Same the Matrix. I was like, I thought it was cool. Oh, right.
The Matrix wasn't about Jesus, though. You know that, right?
Well, it wasn't, but wasn't it like at the end? Wasn't it kind of like Jesus-y?
No, it's just hero's journey.
No, but wasn't like
It's all hero's journey. It's Harry Potter, Luke Skywalker. These
But
are all the chosen ones.
Everybody loves this. The final Matrix, didn't they have like some Jesus meta? Not the third Matrix. Didn't they make it kind of the end? Wasn't it kind of Jesus-y,
like he was being lifted up or whatever by all
like
the-
cross-like or something?
a little bit, but
Okay.
that's all hero's journey in my opinion.
There were the apostles and the Last Supper and Mary. What's her face was Mary Magdalene and the
Wow.
twins,
You
stuff like that. Okay, we got to get back to the show. We have to. So he says that he does not follow half-naked women on social media, which is good because he's a Scorpio and Scorpios are loyal. They are good boys.
Yes, this is, you don't need any experience in a relationship. You just need to know what sign they are, and that's going to guide you.
Yeah. Dude, this wine is getting better the more that I drink it.
Huh? It's funny how that works.
It's weird.
Alcohol is kind of weird like that, isn't it?
Hmm. I have another bottle too. Maybe I'll get that out. So she tells him that he is the person to his face, but she wants him to continue dating other people because when he chooses her, she wants him to have no doubt, and she wants to be the first round draft pick. So when she says this, I am like, okay, so the whole Instagram thing, it's not like she's an overly jealous person. She just doesn't want him, like looking at softcore porn. I guess.
I guess.
I guess, but it's just like kind of funny. It's just like,
Oh, yeah.
But it also like, it would be embarrassing if like your friends start like following someone and then they look at who he follows and he's just following like bikini babes.
There's
and
like 20 Megan Fox fan accounts.
it's like, why is your boyfriend a creep? It's like, you represent me in our relationship, and you're weird. He follows like the public side of OnlyFans accounts on Instagram. It's like, can you at least have a burner? But he says she has him hooked. So Chelsea and Jimmy, they have a sushi date. Okay, haven't seen this before. Chelsea starts this out saying it sucks hurting people and instantly starts crying. And I think she's about to break up with him.
It kind of sounds like it. Yeah.
But then she doesn't.
I think she's all about Jimmy the Juice.
Oh, she is. She's really into it. Are you asking me to play the sound?
And did you know that they both love life? Did you know that?
Yeah.
They both love living. This is something very unique. And I'm surprised they were able to find each other in this sea of this mess here, you know, and they found another person that actually likes living life.
Well, that's why we connect, because we don't. So that's
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Well, that's why it's so weird to me.
Yeah, I'm like, what is there to like?
I don't get it.
I don't understand. They continue to bury the hatchet, and he once again is like, don't worry, you had the least heavy news about you being divorced. Like, this other chick has a kid, and like, gross, right? Am I right? Gross.
And you look like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
So you trust me, you're good. You don't need to worry. You're the front runner.
Yeah. You're the real #1 draft pick. She cries and says, this is exactly what I came for. You're everything I've ever wanted in my life. But he doesn't have a mullet. But he could. I guess she knows he could. That's what she's holding out for.
He can't grow that thing in a month before
Yeah.
the wedding day. There's no way.
I can't get enough of you. I can't live without you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Jimmy has swag. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
So
He's got the juice.
he does have the juice. So Trevor and Chelsea. Trevor says he has narrowed it down to one and is only talking to her. He is all in on Dog Girl.
Yes. Now that Amber left, it's
Yes.
just her. How many men are going to be revealed to have also talked to Amber and saying the same things to Amber that they were to other women?
He says, I don't want to ask you to narrow it down to one. He says he bets no other people feel the same way about you. He says he could see himself marrying her. She says, life without you would be so much fun. You know, it would just be so fun together because they love life too.
Yeah. And he loves her. Too.
Yes, that came out.
My heart.
Her heart.
Yeah. She said she can't find the words to reply. And he's like, well, I can think of at least one that you could say to me.
You could say two. You could say ditto.
Starts with an I, ends with you.
Yeah. I just I don't think she
Trevor's
loves him
gonna
too.
get his big old heart broken.
Yeah. She's like,
That's
this is
what this
really
boils
nice.
down to.
This is a really nice thing for you to say to me.
Yeah. Jessica and Trevor are both gonna have broken hearts after this.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the juice.
Nope.
He's not the most
He might
wonderful.
be juicing though.
Yeah,
Penis
yeah.
muscles, he might be juicing.
Yeah, in actuality, he has the juice.
he definitely does.
He's a big bump with knobs, you know?
If I were to give a designation of the Mark McGuire of Love Is Blind, I would go with Trevor. I
Yeah.
would.
I'm always judged because I do steroids. I don't understand. get to the women's quarters, and Chelsea is crying and says, Trevor just told me he loved me, and I'm so used to guys being mean to me. He's so emotional. And all of the women surround her, and it's very like, Midsommar-y, like everyone's around her as she's crying, and they're all holding her back and stuff. Yeah. And she says he keeps asking about Jimmy because they talk and this is hard. And Jessica just walks away and is standing there in the kitchen with her arms crossed, Ooh. She's like, ooh, am I gonna be the number 1 draft pick? And that's how we end off.
Will I be Caleb Williams? Only time will tell.
Will I be Victor Wembanyama? Will I be? Well, we got through it. We got through everything.
No, we didn't. We still have 3 more episodes.
Yeah, well, today we did.
So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll be live once again on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Instagram.
Insta. How fun has that been?
So please
People
do
popping
join
in
us,
on the gram.
follow us on those platforms. We are so happy to be back. Happy to see all of our friends
Yes.
in the chat again. Love to see you guys.
Yeah. And it's great to be back. Make sure to subscribe to us on patreon.com/realityalert. Leave us a voicemail at 1-804-BAD-BOYS and we'll play it on the podcast and we'll talk to it. That'll be really fun. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.